How government secrecy shapes America's defense budget. Explore how government secrecy impacts defense budgeting, transparency issues, and what it means for national security and public trust. The hidden side of defense budgets, government secrecy, and why it matters. Hey, have you ever wondered why some parts of the government's defense budget seem like a total mystery? Like, how is so much money funneled into defense projects but few details ever see the light of day? Well, it boils down to the role of government secrecy and how it's tightly woven into defense budgeting. And no, it's not just about hiding expenditures. It's about protecting national security, but with some serious trade-offs for transparency and public trust. So here's the deal. The defense budget is massive, trillions of dollars over years, and a big chunk of that money goes toward classified projects. These are programs or technologies the government doesn't want disclosed, because leaking this info could compromise military strategies or national security. This is where government classified information comes in. When it comes to these secret programs, government officials invoke government confidentiality to keep details locked down. This isn't just about hiding budgets. It's about keeping entire systems, weapons, or tactics under wraps so potential adversaries don't get a blueprint of American defense capabilities. Of course, this leads to government transparency issues. Imagine trying to hold your elected officials accountable for where your tax dollars go when you don't even know the full story. Legislators themselves often operate in the dark or only access classified briefings, which means many decisions on defense funding happen behind closed doors without broad public debate. One of the biggest challenges is the government information secrecy culture fostered inside the Pentagon and intelligence agencies. The phrase "need to know" isn't just a cliché. It's a rule that restricts access to classified documents and discussions to only those who are essential for the mission or decision-making process. While it makes sense in some contexts, it can also mean entire projects go untethered from outside scrutiny, including from watchdogs tasked with oversight. Then there are government secret policies that nobody outside a small elite group can review. This could mean funding next-gen tech development, covert operations, or even cyber defense strategies that are never publicly mentioned. While it's vital to keep some things confidential, the balance between secrecy and democratic transparency is delicate and often controversial. Why does all this matter to us regular folks? Because defense spending is a significant portion of the federal budget. We pay for these programs with our tax dollars, yet when government document secrecy hides critical details, it's hard to know whether the funds are being used wisely or if some projects are just expensive boondoggles. And the secrecy sometimes fuels conspiracy theories and mistrust, which doesn't help anyone. If you find all this intriguing, you might want to check out Hush, a psychological thriller of alien manipulation and deep state deceit. It's a gripping read that touches on themes of government secrecy and manipulation, blending thrilling storytelling with the complex world of classified information and deep state operations. Buy now in ebook, print, or audio to experience a suspense-filled look at what might be really happening beyond closed doors. At the end of the day, government secrecy and defense budgeting is a necessary element for national security, but one that demands ongoing dialogue about transparency, accountability, and the public's right to know. Keeping secrets is one thing. Ensuring those secrets don't undermine the very democracy they're meant to protect is the real challenge. Thanks for hanging out and exploring why some parts of our government remain shrouded in mystery, especially when it comes to defense spending. It's a complicated world under the hood, but getting curious about it is the first step toward understanding it better.